Welcome to Mr. Benjamin's Math World. This time we are learning how to factor non-perfect square trinomials. This is obviously a trinomial because it has 1, 2, and 3 terms. How do we factor a non-perfect square trinomial? We need to find two numbers that when these numbers are multiplied, the product is always the third term. And when these two numbers are added or subtracted, the result is always the second term. So what are we looking for here? We are looking for two numbers that when multiplying those numbers, the result is 20. And when you add those numbers, the result is 9. You can pause the video now, take some time, and find those numbers. This is the way you factor. Just the square root of the first term in both places, x and x. And here comes the game. Now, like I said, we are looking for two numbers when multiply. They are 20, and when you add them, you get 9. Those numbers are 5 and 4. 5 and 4. Why 5 and 4? Because 5 times 4 is 20, and 5 plus 4 is 9. But here is the problem. We need to make sure that we are writing the correct signs. Why? Oh, because we need to get positive 20 when multiply 5 and 4, positive 20. And when we add them, we need to have negative 9. Those numbers are negative 5 and negative 4. Because negative 5 times negative 4 is positive 20. And negative 5 minus 4 is negative 9. Remember, in adding and subtracting, when the numbers have the same signs, you add them and you copy the same sign. So the second term must be a negative and the third term must be a positive in this trinomial, in this factoring. Again, negative 5 times negative 4 is positive 20. And negative 5 minus 4 is negative 9. And this is the way you factor a non-perfect square trinomial. How do you know this is correct? If you need to make sure, if you want to prove that this is correct, again, we go to the FOIL method. Let's use the FOIL method to see if we are doing this correct. X times x, x to the second power. X times negative 4, negative 4x. Negative 5 times x, negative 5x. Negative 5 times negative 4 is positive 20. Any like terms? Here they are. I'll bring down the x to the second. Negative 4x minus 5x is equals to negative 9x. And bring down the positive 20. Does this look familiar to you? Yes. Look at here. It's the same non-perfect trinomial. So when factoring this trinomial, the result is x minus 5 times x minus 4. Let's see our second exercise. Is it a non-perfect trinomial? Yes, it's a non-perfect trinomial. How do you know it's non-perfect? Because if you see our previous video, in order to be perfect, the first term must have square root. This one has square root. The third term must have square root, but this third term does not have square root. So it is not a perfect trinomial. Therefore, it is a non-perfect square trinomial. Let's factor it. Again, same process. Square root of the first term is x. Because x times x is x to the second power. 1 plus 1 is 2. What do we need? We need to find two numbers. When you multiply those two numbers, you get 24. And when you add them, you get 25. What are those numbers? Pause the video, get the numbers. We are back. The numbers are 24 and 1. Because 24 times 1 is 24, and 24 plus 1 is 25. I got the numbers, but I need to get the signs now. Symbols, or positive or negative. Let's find them. Let's figure this out. The 24 must be positive and multiplying. It means that both signs must be positive, because positive times positive is positive. But the second term says that when you add these numbers, you must get a negative 25. It means that, let's see what happens if you put positive signs in both binomials. 24 times 1 is positive 24. But 24 plus 1 is positive 25. And this is not a positive 25, it's a negative 25x. So the symbols, the signs are incorrect. They are not positive and positive. Let's try negative and negative. Negative 24 times negative 1 is positive 24, because negative times negative is positive. Here we go, our first condition. And negative 24 minus 1 is negative 25, because when two numbers have the same signs, you add them and you copy the same sign. So here we are. This is how you factor this trinomial. Let's prove again that this factoring is correct by using, yes, the FOIL method. X times x, x to the second power. X times negative 1 is negative x. Negative 24 times x is negative 24x. And negative 24 times negative 1 is positive 24. Any like terms? Yes, these two. Bring down the x to the second. Negative 1x minus 24x equals to negative 25x. And bring down the positive 24. Does this look familiar? Yes, again, here it is. So our factoring is also correct. If you think this was a useful video, please feel free to subscribe and activate the bell in order to receive further notifications. See you next time.